Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. How's everybody doing? Thank God it's Friday. Finally, the week ends. But hang on a second. COVID times. Do we still have the week ending feeling whilst we're working from home? Working from home. Oh my God. Everybody that I've spoken to over the past couple of months or 4 months now have been working overtime. It's almost that Google analogy where Google gives you everything in the office so that you don't feel like going home. Well, if you're working from home, you don't feel like going out. My kids went out a couple of days ago. They wanted to do a bunch of videos because they're into this Bakugan and this whole anime thing. And so they were hunting for Bakugans now that stores are open. 7 hours. They came back. They usually go before Corona. They used to go for an entire day and come back late in the night. But now 7 hours and they were all pooped. It took them 2 days to just recuperate. How are you feeling on this Friday afternoon? Well, as usual, I am really excited. And I'm excited because this show that I just started last week called Spotlight Leaders Without Titles is all about the wonderful, wonderful, talented people that are a part of my tribe, a part of my Destination CEO boot camp. These are those professionals in transition, those new graduates that are waiting to start their Canadian careers. They are waiting to restart their careers back in the industry. Yeah, some got laid off because of COVID. Some lost their offers because of COVID. Some came to Canada because of during COVID. So they've been through a lot of variations, but as most dreams, everybody has, and we have mentors and leaders that come. These are the leaders of tomorrow. And today, what is most exciting for me is the leaders on my show today are all women, and I love them. Okay, I'm biased, but hey, who isn't towards their own gender? So here I'm bringing to you my amazingly talented women of Destination CEO. So, guys, a huge round of applause for my women, my ladies here. Hi, Pallavi. Hi, Kulban.
Hello, Meena. Hi, lovely
Hi,
lady.
Meena. How are you?
Hello, Meena.
Hi, Ruchika. You're back on the show. What's going on? We can't get rid of you, right? Rather, we can't have enough of you, right?
Thanks, Meena. Hello, everyone. Thanks for giving this opportunity again, back to back, and sharing the stage with all the beautiful ladies here.
Yes,
Really,
it's
thanks,
absolutely
Meena.
fantastic. I love it that there's so much power in the house today. So, guys, I hope you have joined in. And if not, what are you waiting for? Give us some likes, give us some loves. And, the ladies are about to share a lot more information about themselves and what their suggestions are about the new norm. So, let's get started. Pallavi, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, hello, everyone. A very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Pallavi. I'm an administrative professional with over 8 years of experience within the financial service industry. I started my career as a ground operations staff with the airline industry. Then I moved on. I worked there for around 2 years and moved on into the financial service industry and started my career right from the root level, that is a receptionist, and grew over the period of time. I spent almost a decade in that in the company, and I grew the ladder to become a office manager. I left that position to immigrate to Canada. I immigrated in the end of June 2019. The beautiful summer uh, welcomed me to Canada. And when I was about to enter into my first winter in Canada, I got this opportunity with one of the logistics company as administrative assistant, safety and compliance. I was fortunate enough to get this opportunity. I worked there for around 8 months before the COVID hit the world, and so it did to me. And this is how I came across Destination CEO and our own Meena Dolwani. And here I am in front of you with all the encouragement from Meena and the mentors that I am mentoring with. And I'm here in front of you today trying something very different, which what I did not do ever in my life. Thank you, Meena, for giving me this opportunity.
You're most welcome. And when did you say you arrived in Canada?
I arrived in June 2019.
So
at the end of June.
So 1 year, huh? Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. Rashmi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Meena. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on this show. And I moved to Toronto in 2018, end of 2018. Unlike Pallavi, I moved in winters and I decided to take some break and now started my career journey here. And I'm looking for job opportunities in healthcare domain as a business analyst or as a project lead. A little bit about myself. I am passionate about people, processes, and healthcare innovation. I enjoy resolving complex processes and I try to make it simple and efficient for patients, doctors, nurses, business leaders, and different support teams. I have over 7 years of experience driving process improvements, streamlining operations, and leading healthcare technology projects for chain of multi-specialty hospitals, ambulatory setups, and fertility clinics. So that's a little bit about me.
Wow, that's a lot about you. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you. Ruchika, welcome.
Thank you, Meena. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So my name is Ruchika Gandotra Yadav. I have around 8 years of progressive experience working for large corporates like Ernst & Young and Fidelity Investments. I'm an MBA professional in specialization in international business and finance, bachelor's degree in business economics honors, and I have recently pursued 2 RPA robotic process automation certifications from UiPath Academy. And I'm currently pursuing project management professional. I'm a project manager and I'm specialized in research, data analysis, transaction advisory, and strategic initiatives. I'm passionate about helping clients and companies in CPG, retail, financial services, and technology sectors to identify the right investment targets. I deep dive into their issues, evaluate opportunities for growth and investments. And I'm happy today to be part of this show. I landed in Canada in winters in November of 2019. And I'm looking for opportunities to start my Canadian career in the roles of research, analysis, project management, and consulting.
That's fantastic, Ruchika. Something happened with you after you came on the show. Do you want to share with everybody that interesting email that you received?
Oh, yes. So I came on a LinkedIn live show this Wednesday in the evening, the last call, which was a mentoring show. And after that mentorship show, I got an amazing email from Neelam Advani, who is from RBC. And I got that email yesterday from her stating that I was wonderful in my conversation and keep shining. Thank you so much, Neelam. It is very encouraging and motivating to get such emails and encouragement from all industry leaders and professionals like you. Thanks for being there.
A big shout out to Neelam. Thank you, Neelam. That was very, very generous and very kind of you. You see, for newcomers, for new grads, but for every job seeker, it takes a lot to job search, to ask for guidance, to reach out, and in that process, when we do things like this, and a leader like yourself appreciates us and our small efforts. For many people it could be small efforts, but I know how freaked out, how scared all of these ladies were to come on live because we're constantly being judged and it's really difficult. So, Neelam, your email made a huge difference. Thank you so much. And to all of my wonderful mentors right now, Stephanie's on the show because Stephanie is so awesome. She did our get camera ready, and now she makes sure that she come to all of our shows to make sure we are camera ready and following her tips. So, Stephanie, thank you so much for your positivity, for your energy, your wonderful words. Thank you. So, over to Kulvant. Hi, Kulvant. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, Mina. Hello. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. And thank you, Mina, for hosting this wonderful show. My name is Kulwan Sohi. I'm technical sports specialist. I'm recently graduated from Troyos College with IT administration diploma. I have master degree in computer science and engineering, and I landed in Canada 2015. And I know Mina from last 4 years when I joined the .NET Bridging Certificate in Humber College, and she is really amazing. And I love to get the mentorship from her.
I'm sorry, Kulvant. I don't know if it was your mic or mine, but it was, I could not hear you. Were you ladies able to hear Kulvant?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then it's my mic. So it's okay. I'm not going to ask her to repeat because I know her story. But welcome everybody. Really appreciate all the comments that are coming. So positive. Thank you so much. And hey, Mark, great to see you here. Thank you. So let's break it down. I'd love to highlight your accomplishments and our wonderful Amir Sayed, who spent so much time with all of you, taught you how to talk about your accomplishments. So let's talk about your accomplishments on the show. And then I'd love to know when you start working and with the new norm, you may not be going to the office. You may very well be working from home. How would you have a similar kind of accomplishment repeated? So let's start with you, Pallavi. Tell us about your biggest accomplishment in your career.
Yes, my biggest accomplishment I would like to talk about. I'd love to talk about two of my accomplishments here. The first one, the both of them are with the company I spent a decade with and gave me a lot of opportunities to grow and showcase my skills. So the first one was when I initiated and implemented the concept of a creche, a daycare facility for the head office of the organization. I entirely took the in charge of it, worked on the ground, right from identifying the interior designer, identifying the staff that is going to work, like making the entire terms and conditions of the daycare, what the company is going to provide, what are the things that the new mothers are going to come along with. And all these things I have worked on the ground, and I'm very proud to say that this initiative has has retained a lot of women employees in the organization to a very great extent. My second accomplishment was in my last role as an office manager, a deputy manager, wherein I was given this task to manage an office facility of 52,000 square feet with over 400 employees strength. And this was only given to me based on my previous, previous commitments to the projects and roles, what I did. And I've successfully handled it in a very nice way, wherein I got recognized for it. And unfortunately, I had to leave that, though it was one of my best projects that I did. but I had to leave it to immigrate to Canada. But I'm proud of what I have done, and I've got an immense learning from all of them. Meena, we are not able to hear you.
I was saying, I'm really sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties and with either StreamYard or with network. So if I miss anything, these ladies will catch up. But I just wanted to acknowledge somebody who's been watching the show, Manish Kapde. How can you even think that I have forgotten about you? Manish, I think Manish and Kulwant were classmates 5 years ago. Oh, see, Kulwant's like, oh yeah. Manish, I never forget about anybody, and you know that, and everybody knows that. You all, once we connect, we're always connected. So thank you for watching the show, and thank you for supporting and always being there for me and for the rest of your teammates, of course. So going back, so Pallavi, that was something. Your accomplishments were really great. If we were to talk about the new norm, how do you think you're going to be able to repeat a similar kind of accomplishment as you are, let's say, working from home?
Yeah. So working from home is the new normal. And being in the administrative industry, as being an administrative professional, it is the same way we manage the home office like we manage the office that we used to go and work with. So the basic things that one will always have to make the home office work successfully, I think, is the communication tools. The first major thing is the communication tool, the internet, the phone, and the computer. These are the three things one should be having at place. And without internet, I don't think anything is possible in these days now. Second thing I feel is the space, the space which should be separate from the family space if possible. Secondly and thirdly, I think is the workstations, the desk that we are using, probably the chair which needs to be very comfortable, which we are sitting in, the lighting that should be enough so that you are able to concentrate on what you are doing. And last but not the least, I feel is organizing yourself. Even though when you're at home and not in the office, we tend to not being organized when we are at home. But yes, this makes a really big difference when you start working with the new normal, that is working from home, and organizing yourself is one of the most important parts in it. So as far as the filing is concerned, I'm just taking 2-3 examples. The filing is concerned, go and stick to the electronic filing most of the times. Whereas being planning and being prompt to, like, the meetings that are happening always on the Zoom, being on time, being before time to attend those meetings as if you are attending them from the office will make a huge difference in the people who you are working with. And this is what I want to talk about, working from home, which is becoming a new normal for all of us these days. And I'm looking forward for doing this myself, though we are doing it through Meena these days, attending all our sessions through Zoom and making us being in touch with this new normal. Meena, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. You're the one who has to keep us all organized, right? Because when you start your new work, your new employment, you have to keep literally the CEO organized if anything has to work proper. So thank you. We're really excited for you.
Thank you.
Watch out, guys. If anybody's looking for a disciplined and a strong admin, Pallavi is ready for you. Let's talk a little bit about you, Rashmi. I am having network challenges. So if I do go in and out of the stream and I look like I'm not following you, it's because my network's not working so well. But talk about one of your biggest accomplishments, and how do you feel that in today's day and age with the new norm that you'll be able to implement similar?
So, in my recent experience as a project lead with Milan, the Fertility Center, Milan is a chain of 8 fertility clinics, which is spread geographically. And it is similar to Mount Sinai Fertility of Toronto, I would say. And one of my proudest achievements was automating a chain of 8 clinics from paper records to electronic health records. And this reduced their manual clinical documentation, rather improved their manual clinical documentation by 75%, decrease system audit queries by 60%, increase their overall center profits, and enhance their operational efficiency for their 8 centers. And I think that today's norm, working remotely or virtually, I have done quite a lot of it because these centers were I mean placed at different locations, and I had teams to work with. So I have done quite a lot of it, right from gathering requirements from the customers, identifying their needs, challenges, collaborating with different stakeholders, and for that matter, even mapping clinical workflows and a lot of things. And I have been responsible for training over 100 users across different locations. And I would say that 60% of the training was done remotely because it was not possible to reach out to I mean, just go physically to every center. You could go probably 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, but for the fourth time, you had to adopt to the virtual training part of it. So I would say that the remote working virtually is something that organizations, rather I would say organizations have been investing in these different online collaborating tools like Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, WebEx, Zoom, Skype, to name a few. And there are a lot of investments on that front because a lot of video conferencing was happening even 6 years back or 10 years back, I would say, because I started off my journey in 2011, and since then I have been using video conferencing. So for a person like me, I don't think it will make much of a difference. But yes, there are challenges. You need to there are you need to collaborate with different teams, conduct meetings, and so back then we had limited people getting trained on these tools. Now everyone is forced to learn these tools. So that's the difference, I would say, if I compare the traditional norm to today what's happening. So it won't make much of a difference for me, honestly. I would say.
That's interesting. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rashmi. Let's talk to Ruchika. I know Ruchika has been working in some really large organizations and been working on some big projects. Ruchika, why don't you tell us a little bit about one of your biggest accomplishments?
Sure, Meena. So I want to talk about a project which I was working as a project manager in Ernst and Young. This project was a corporate merger of two large alcoholic beverage companies, and it involved a lot of deep analysis, conducting research, data requirements, data gathering, and analysis about how these companies, when these companies merge, what will be the impact analysis, what will be the synergies, will 2 plus 2 be 4 or 2 plus 2 be 5. So doing all that kind of analysis, looking at the deal environment, the deal value, and what are the underlying concerns and risk when a company's mergers are happening. Are there any antitrust issues? So antitrust issues are when governments and regulations, they feel that once two companies merge, they can have their monopoly, and then they can have some unfair practices in terms of competition, maybe making the prices high. So are there any antitrust issues? So all those kinds of analysis was involved, which involved how their products will be like, looking at their brand portfolio optimization, financial analysis, their brand positioning, their market positioning post and pre-merger. And then after that all analysis, we used a lot of all the research was conducted using a lot of databases like Thomson, Merger Market, Capital IQ, Bloomberg. And then we use a lot of MS Excel and MS PowerPoints to make those reports. So in the end, the final deliverable that we shared with the client, with the companies, was in the form of a PowerPoint presentation, which comprised around 10 to 15 slides about the analysis that we did, and we discussed this all with the client, which ultimately resulted in millions of dollars to EY, and a client win. So deal win for the company, and resulted in a revenue of millions of dollars. So that was one project I wanted to talk about. This is one accomplishment that I wanted to talk about. There was a lot of learning involved, a lot of collaboration, team effort. It was a long process, and ultimately a win-win.
So, Ruchika, if you had to uh, perhaps do it all over again, I mean, right now there's so many acquisitions and mergers and takeovers, and so many things are happening. I guess, there's so many different pieces of the puzzle when it comes to creating that strategy. How would you suggest
Sure.
those changes now in the new norm for, let's say, Ernst and Young again?
Sure. So I think, Meena, technology is great. It is wonderful. And with so whenever there's a challenge, there's always a solution to it. So when the challenge COVID stuck everyone, the entire world. So with use of technology, with use of, as Rashmi just mentioned, with all these tools, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, we can all interact, we can all communicate. And I think collaboration is the key. So what we were doing initially is we were collaborating with our clients, we were collaborating with the teams, engagement teams in the US, back in India. So you are talking and communicating with them. That is equally possible in today's world. That is equally possible in a virtual environment. It's just that you are meeting online. So I think things can happen. And evalues Ernst and Young had an amazing work from home option. So I'm very used to this work from home and virtual environment working before as well. So the new norm, the virtual environment, is absolutely fine. It just that you need more of collaboration with your team members, with everybody around, and things can be work well.
That's so interesting, because as I listen to each of your stories and your accomplishments and how you suggesting the new norm, it's like we've been using the new norm. I guess the only missing link is a human connection versus we've been doing everything. Like, I'm sure if you were in India and you were collaborating with the team in US, you were not flying back and forth to US. You were using technology. So that's interesting. Thank you so much, Ruchika. Kulwant, let's come to you. Now, this is interesting. We're all talking about technology, and you're a tech girl. So even before we came on the show, we were having some technical difficulties, and I don't know why. It's probably because she's here and she needs to fix all the technical issues.
Oh, thank you, Meena.
So she fixed us before we came online, and she's constantly helping us through private chats to say, fix this and fix that, and this might work and that might work. So thank you for your additional support. But you recently graduated from Trios. You have a software background, and you want to grow with security and cloud computing and all that. So let's really break it down a little bit. Let's talk about some of the experiences you've had. Perhaps one of the projects that you worked on.
And in the initial first biggest achievement is I able to publish my journal during my master in computer science and engineering. That is that I able to publish in data mining and k-mean clustering. And the second project I recently worked on during my college is cybersecurity, and that is the vulnerability assessment of the systems and the penetration testing to exploit the system. So in that project, we are responsible to find out the vulnerabilities in the system, and we use the tools. We use the system in a virtual machine as a Fedora and the host as a window, and the Kali Linux is used to exploit the systems. And we are and in the second project I was working on the Linux project. over that, we need to virtualize all the Linux machine and install the different services like NTP, Samba services, and Apache Web Services. And it was really a challenging project to work on the different operating systems of the Linux and do the connectivity. And during the virtualized environment, we faced the networking challenges and how to storage those challenges and back up their data on the network devices. And for I'm looking for, it is really hands-on experience, and I want to use this hands-on experience during my job. And I would like to looking for technical positions where my educational and technical skills can be used as a source grade.
So if I were to just understand a little bit clearly for the layman who doesn't understand what computer vulnerability or system vulnerability really means. So if we were to turn it on to the viral situation, you were actually the virus that was attacking our regular system, and we had to protect ourselves with the antidotes. Am I right?
Yes, we need to find, like, if we have our targeted IP address, we can scan, we can use the Wireshark and Nessus software to scan the system and what are the vulnerabilities in the system. And there is a Nessus scan, we use they give us the particular name of the exploitation software. We can exploit that software with the tool like Metasploit. We can use that tool to exploit the system if we know somebody's IP address, and we can do the, yes.
And that speaks the technical language. So it's really difficult to get a technical person speak a layman's language, which I was trying, but I think it's work in progress. Thank you, Kulvan. Well, it's great that you guys, you ladies, talked about what you've done and how you feel things can still continue in the same pace or much better pace now that it's the new norm and it's work from home. Let's talk a little bit about your journey and when you came to Canada, and what is one of your I'm assuming all of you are right now in the job search phase, right? And that's why you're a part of Destination CEO. So what has been one of your major challenge in terms of job search, and how do you feel today now that you've done your debut on Spotlight, your audience or people who are watching the show or people from your network or people from my network can support you in your journey? So I'm going to go individually. Start with you, Pallavi. Is what do you feel is the major challenge that you're facing in your job search, and what would you like people who are watching us or will watch us to do with this video or do with for you?
So the major challenge, before the challenge, I would like to talk about what I bring to the table. So, when I spoke about my the journey of my professional journey, I transitioned myself from the airline industry to a financial industry, and then when I came to Canada, it was a completely different industry, into the logistics industry. So. What transitioned me in a very smooth way was the transferable skills that I brought along with me and the soft skills that I brought along with me. These made me really transition smoothly into these three industries. And I think I have this background and these skills which I can use to, get back to the workforce again. The one thing that is challenging me right now is I'm looking particularly to get into the financial service industry and mainly into the banking sector. And this is where I'm having a challenge. But as far as the transferable skills and the soft skills are concerned, I'm up to date with it. But I need somebody who can guide me to take that first step, to take the leap and push me forward in taking my, and to taking me to that goal which I am desiring of. So through Destination CEO, I have met my mentor. It's Neela Madwani from RBC, and though I've not met her personally, I have had very nice conversations with her, wherein she really boosted my morale and motivated me with whatever qualities and whatever current circumstances are to move forward and never to look back again. And I feel she is the guiding force for me to uh, get me into what I am desiring for.
Thank you. And the other mentor that gets a lot of credit here to bring you up to
Yes.
speed
Yes,
is
and I want to mention the mentor. I would like to mention that mentor. It's Sina, and she was the first one. I proudly want to say that she was the first one who motivated me to, get out of my closed bubble and open. She opened me up with and regenerated me with the confidence that I have today. I'm sure you must all be seeing it right now. And behind this confidence is that one name, Sina Foley, and she is a wonderful person. First, I was really taken aback. I was not very sure if I'm going to talk with her, but then when I started, she just broke the barrier, and we were friends, and we more than mentors. So I want to thank Sina from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Sina. Over to you, Meena.
still facing technical difficulties. I missed the entire conversation about Sina, but I could see smiles on people's faces, so I'm assuming it was a nice. Okay, sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. Did I say that?
You need to see
But
the
thank you,
recorded.
Sina.
You
Thank
need to see the recorded version, Meena.
Rashmi, let's talk. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, I
Yes,
can hear
Meena,
you.
we
Meena.
can.
So
Rashmi.
back. I hope that you can hear me because I can't hear you.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, now I heard a yes. All right, so Rashmi, over to you. Same question as Pallavi. Where are you at in your career? What are the challenges that, probably one challenge that you're facing, and what would you like the audience to do to support you?
Meena, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Rashmi.
Okay. Yes. So it has been quite a journey, and something that I would like to tell the people who are watching this show is that take some time, don't jump into the job market. You need to do some gap analysis as to where you are and what is the industry trends, industry norms. Like for example, when I came here, I didn't started my job search immediately. So my approach was I did a lot of courses from Digital Health Canada to understand that how does implementing hospital information systems, electronic medical records, electronic health records, how does it work differently in India and how does it work differently in Canada. I had a lot of informational sessions with industry people, and kind of I try to understand what are my areas of interest, what is my passion, what I want to do. So I am sharing all this. These are some things, some tips that my mentors have been giving me. Hi Biju, hi Pavandeep, if you are listening to me. So it's important to be focused, and your job once you apply the job online, your work does not get ends there. After that, there are a lot of things to be done. It's about connecting with people, talking to them, and understanding the nitty gritties. You need to be really prepared, you need to do your homework well, and it's just not about searching a job and applying for a job. And it takes a lot of energy, I would say. I'm so happy to be part of Destination CEO. So it's beyond your resume, it's beyond your LinkedIn, it's beyond those things. It's more about what do you want to do? Don't it's all about your confidence. Don't let anyone take that confidence away from you during this job search. Be really patient. So I'm not sharing something new. This is something that I have been taught in the span of these 4 months, so in the span of these 4 weeks. So the credit goes to my mentors, Biju, Pavandeep, Meena, all of them. But yeah, these are some tips. We just jump into the job market. That's not the right way. You got to learn things. You got to understand the processes here, I would say. So if you like, I am pretty happy the way
So,
it's yeah, so I'm pretty happy the way it's shaping up, and I am giving interviews, I am talking to people. So that is how my journey has been so far.
unfortunately, I will be watching the recorded version because I keep losing it. But Rashmi, this is absolutely fantastic. You said, did you let the audience know what you want them to do to support you? You are right now in between interviews. So you started about 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, and you've come so far ahead. You're interviewing, and hopefully you're very close to getting that offer. So waiting on to hearing about your success. But at the same time, did you ask the audience to do something for you? Your
So
team is right here.
So I would just say it's been quite a journey, and I've really worked hard, learned the trends here, and updated with different tools and technologies. And even though I decided to take a break for personal reasons, but I have enrolled myself in, I've completed my 35 hours of project management training. I have certified myself in business process mappings, learn different tools and techniques, and I think I am ready now for the job market to I would love to be part of electronic medical record implementations and implement hospital information systems for different setups. So I hope someone is listening.
Or sharing.
Maybe.
Ruchika, let's come to you.
Sure. So as I just mentioned, I landed in Canada in November of 2019, and it was winters. It was a very, thoughtful idea to come in winters because I wanted to settle down first. And after initial setup, I started looking for opportunities in February 2020. I attended a lot of workshops, had informational interviews with industry professionals, industry leaders, and I was ready to hit the market with my job search tools ready. Now, when I started applications, there were no responses. And then the worst happened, the COVID hit the world. So I was feeling a little dejected that what's happening, and maybe it is a bad timing for me to come. And you feel a little demotivated. You feel, oh, what is happening to me, and what will happen to my career now? And it was then that I got to know about Destination CEO from one of my friends through LinkedIn, and I thought to be a part of Destination CEO. I thought this is the right time. I was doing all things on my own, and now I should have a mentor who can guide me, who can be the source of encouragement and motivation. I think that is one of the best things that I have done in the last couple of months. I have joined Destination CEO, and I'm a part of their bridging program. And now I'm ready with all the things. I believe I would really like to thank the mentors because, as Rashmi just said, it is beyond your resume and LinkedIn. It is about believing in yourself. It is about being confident. It is about knowing your worth, knowing yourself, and what you are passionate about. It is about holding yourself back. It is not only that you want to have a job. You are here to make your career and to start your professional career, and that is going to be for not an year or two. It is about for 20, 30 years. So you need to know what you want to do. You need to know what your skills are, what you are best at, and then continue in that direction. So I now believe that I'm ready to be a part of the Canadian corporate culture. And the biggest challenge that I'm facing at the moment is I'm applying to a lot of jobs in the financial services sector, in banks, and at a lot of other organizations. I'm waiting for that one call. I have the right skill sets maybe for those positions that I'm applying to, but I'm waiting for that one call that can help me start my career here. Um, so everybody who's listening, please, just this is to tell you that I'm here, I'm ready, and I'm just a phone away or a LinkedIn message
Just a
away.
phone call away. Yes, thank you, Ruchika. Kulwant.
Hello. Actually, I moved in Canada 2015, and I started the part-time job in Walmart. And I in 2016 I joined the .NET Bridging program, and then I came to know Meena, and she was really amazing, and she is amazing, and she's really guiding me, and she has trust on me. She has always trust on me, my technical skills, and even I have technical skill, but I was not confident about my skills, and I was not able to networking with the people who can help me out from my comfort zone to get my desired goal. And I was very introvert that time, and I came to know the Destination CEO, and then I joined, texted Meena on the LinkedIn, and then she told me to join this program, and then I highly appreciate I'm part of the Destination CEO. And in our life, networking and mentorship is really important. If you are guiding by the good persons, good people, and you will get the desired goals, and whatever you want to achieve in your life, you can achieve. And thanks for Meena for introducing me to all the mentors, and Amar Syed, Mayuri, and the Faisal and Biju and everybody. Thank you for guidance. And I'm sure I'm gonna get my dream job in a technical sport. Yeah, thank you.
I do want to add, I told you, Kulwant, you already know everything. You shouldn't be joining. You should just be following. And you insisted you wanted to join. Okay. So if we were to look in the house today on the screen, we have your virtual admin assistant. We have your business analyst. We have your consultant. And we have somebody who can fix us all technically. So all of these wonderful ladies, it's a big powerhouse. I hope and pray that their debut is successful, that all of you that are watching this show or will watch this show will share this recorded version with your network so that the dreams of these lovely ladies do come true. Once again, thank you to all the mentors, and a special shout out to Neela Madvani for helping out both Pallavi and motivating Ruchika. It was very kind of you, and I'm looking forward to having you on our show to get your story out too. But that's what Destination CEO does. Destination CEO is a mentoring program. It's a guidance program. We have a boot camp that runs every 6 weeks for 6 weeks, and in that boot camp there is abundance of knowledge, and we focus on your confidence. Tools are available almost everywhere, but it's the confidence, it's the community, it's the collaboration, it's the positivity, it's the mentorship, it's the guidance, all of that makes Destination CEO what it is today. We've been running it for years now. We are in our 6th year of the official countdown, and we will soon be celebrating our 6th anniversary in exactly a month from today. So thank you again. And also a fantastic news. I want everybody that'd like to get involved with Destination CEO, please join the Destination CEO LinkedIn page. This morning, we did get our license and for LinkedIn Live, and all of our future future streams are going to be through our page. So humble request, please join the LinkedIn Destination CEO page so that when we go live, you get an alert right from our page. Thank you again. And please share, please network, please build, please support, and please take a break. Wish you all a very happy weekend. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Mentors, Sina, Stephanie, everybody, thank you so much. And special thank you to the entire team of Destination CEO participants who have come online to support these lovely ladies, their family members. We really, really appreciate you and look forward to having everybody on live very soon. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend. This is Meena Dawani from